You just hit the record button. Wow, that was really easy. Yeah, I was about to ask you how to record it, and then there's literally a button that just says record.
Tell Madeline to just type the group code that you posted. That's all I did, and I'm on my iPhone.
Yeah, on the app.
Yeah.
She said I'm challenged.
Is she on? Tell her to go to the Zoom app and type in the number. Max, you need to go back to bed. I'll get you water in a little bit. And there's some on your windowsill. Sorry.
She texted me like 5 minutes before and said, I might be a little bit late. I'm washing my minions' buttholes. She's like, they've been fighting in the bathtub and I can't get them to stop. I was like, oh my gosh.
That's my kids every night. Oh my God. I can't leave the room for like 3 seconds without them like screaming. What?
Nailed it.
Wait.
Welcome.
That was way too hard for me.
Okay. I have to like switch to see everyone.
Okay.
Every time you switch it, it switches me.
Oh my, what am I supposed to do? Okay.
Okay. I think everybody else is like working, so we're recording it, right?
Yeah.
Well, I thought Tisa was supposed to be getting on this.
Where you at, Tisa?
Who is Tisa? I don't know who that is.
She's from Atlanta, right?
No.
She does like.
Abby, where's
She
Abby?
does
Is
hair.
Abby on?
Abby is working, but she's gonna watch it.
Ashley!
I just,
Madeline, you
Suzanne's joining!
yeah.
There's Suzanne. Where are you at?
I'm at the landing,
Oh my God.
but I'm still here, damn it, okay?
Okay,
I'm about to go get my headphones out of my car, though, so I can actually hear things.
Tisa's coming!
mute your microphone.
Hold on, I can't hear you. I'm gonna go get my headphones. They won't let me take my drink out to my... Do you think they'll notice?
Just go.
I can't find my keys, damn it.
When's Tisa coming?
I'm here.
I can't see you, Tisa.
I look crazy. I got my camera off because I look silly.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Totally got out of there with one of my drinks.
What? Hey, put your microphone.
Said I totally snuck out with...
Put your microphone on mute so that like we don't hear the background.
Go to bed, Brayden.
I miss Brayden!
Okay. Why does it keep switching? I don't understand why. Weird. Okay.
You need to go out.
I don't know who these iPhones are, but I'm just gonna.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, we're just getting started, so I'm gonna mute everybody. Okay. So make sure I'm not muted. Okay, I don't know who that is, but I'm muting them. Okay, so I'm really glad that y'all could get on. So we've got Susan on here with us. So I just kind of wanted to start out with Susan telling her story because a lot of you are really new and you haven't really gotten to know Susan yet. But Susan is our ambassador leader. She's our upline. She enrolled me like 3 years ago. So I wanted you guys to kind of get to know her a little bit since there's a lot of new people on our team. So this is Susan Wade, one of my best friends. So I'm just going to give it to her and let her kind of tell her story a little bit.
It's almost been 4 years.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that the other day.
Really crazy. So like she said, I'm Susan, and I enrolled in November of 2012. I was not looking to do this company at all. I was very, very skeptical of any type of sales job, like purses and candles and all that. But at the time, you know, my husband and I were financially struggling. A year prior to joining the business, his boss told him that he was going to get, if he was going to work really hard, they were going to promote him. And I was working as a nurse. I hated my job. I just did not want to be a nurse anymore. I really wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. And so, you know, his boss told him, you know, Michael, if you do this, we'll promote you and we'll give you a raise and you'll be able to quit, or your salary will double. And so he came home saying I'd be able to quit my job. And we'd be able to be a stay-at-home family. And so we tried for a baby. We ended up getting pregnant like right away. At 8 months pregnant, I walked away from my job officially and thought I was going to be a stay-at-home mom, that my husband was going to be making all this money. And then a month after she was born, his boss essentially said, like, never mind, you know, we're going to promote your title, but we're not going to promote your income. And so that was really hard on our family because we only had 3 months left of savings. And there was no way we could make it with our student loans, our debt, everything we had going on. We lived over in Antioch, Tennessee, and we lived in this little small rental home, and I was not proud of it whatsoever. And so to get out of that, I knew there's no way. We were barely making it like month to month for our rent check. So he, you know, when I found the wrap, I was still not looking to join this business, but I really wanted to try it because of, you know, I just had a baby. And so I tried it and fell in love, and I just started telling all these people about it. And the thought occurred to me that week, hey, I should maybe sell this just to make a little bit of cash while I'm finding, you know, another job. And then as soon as I joined, I realized, oh my gosh, this could be something way more. I just started wrapping a ton of people. I did one-on-one wrap appointments. And then I would sometimes do parties, but mainly it was one-on-one wrap appointments. And I would just wrap people and follow up with them, and they would sign up as my little customer because they got hooked on the wrap. Michael wasn't like in the business with me. He was supported, but he, you know, he didn't want to do anything with it. I didn't go Ruby. I know you guys have the Ruby bonus. Back when we joined, like, we didn't have a party pad. We didn't have a Ruby bonus. We didn't have like all the good stuff that y'all have. And so, but I did want to go Ruby. That was my goal. And I wanted to do it in 2 months. And I ended up not going Ruby in 2 months. I didn't hit my goal. And I was really, really bummed out, but it didn't stop me. Like, I had people quit on me, not want to work. They weren't getting their customers, but I kept going. And on my 3rd month, I actually went Ruby. My 4th month, I stayed a Ruby. And on my 5th month, with the help of Katie and a few other amazing people that worked really hard, I went double diamond. Katie was actually my diamond. So my E-Suite actually, you know, one at the beginning of the day said Ruby, and at the end of the day, it said double diamond. And if y'all have seen that income chart, I hope you realize like the jump in income that I started making. And that's what I love about this business, is because if you want something, you want that number, you just have to go after it and you'll get it. So I went double diamond. 3 months later, I went triple diamond, or sorry, 2 months later, I went triple diamond. And 3 months later, I went presidential diamond. So within 10 months of starting, I was a presidential diamond. I was making well above average presidential income. They make $17,000 a month. I ended up getting my husband a presidential diamond 9 months after that. And within 2.5 years in the company, I went ambassador diamond. And then what's really cool is after you go ambassador, you get another account, pretty much start over. So it was really cool to like show my friends that were doubting me and saying, oh, you just got in at the right time. I was like, oh, really? Well, I got a brand new account, so I'm going to start all over. And I got that account just this past year. In 10 months, I got that to presidential diamond again. So I've actually promoted to presidential diamond 3 times. I know what I'm doing. Katie knows what she's doing. We kind of started together. We didn't know what the heck we were doing when we started, but now we do.
Yeah.
So listen to us now. But even when we didn't know what we were doing, we still made it work, and we still signed customers. We still had a passion for the company. Even if we charted wrong, we didn't know what we were doing, but now we do. So now my husband's home with me. 2 years ago, he came home full time. He does this business with me. He's amazing at it. Men can do this business for sure. And I've met tons of amazing people. We're now debt-free. Well, we'll be officially debt-free in a couple of months. We still have our mortgage, but we'll pay off our house in a couple of months, which I'm 28 years old. We just bought the house in 2013. So it's just been a wild ride. And I love being able to prove people wrong because this business works. The money is there. It's just you have to have the confidence to say, oh, I know it's there and I'm going to go get it. And so that's what I'm here to tell you guys tonight. Like, it's up to you, you know? I mean, you could argue with me all night long about this compensation plan, but the money is there. And Mark Pentecost is like literally just dangling in front of you. And all you have to do is follow the steps to success, sign loyal customers, sign up distributors, and you're teaching them to do the exact same thing that you're doing. And then it just duplicates itself. So tons of rubies.
Okay. Where are all my questions? Hold on.
Ooh. I have questions.
Okay. So, I think our first question is, let's see. While I'm looking for it, just to give you a little bit of background about, like me and Susan. So, I only got to meet a few guys when I was in Kansas City last time, but when I started, I was, gosh, how old was I then? Was that 22, I think. Yeah. I was 22 then. And when I started, y'all, nobody believed in me at all in this business. My family didn't believe in me, and my boyfriend at the time definitely didn't believe in me. And, you know, I was in a very dark place at that point. And so when I found Susan's post, I knew I needed to make some money. And even though that they were so against it, I joined anyways because I knew I needed it. And it's crazy how quickly people change their mind and their opinion about me as soon as they started like realizing that this company is so legit. Like, I was making such good money from it. And it just totally changed everybody's attitudes about the company towards me. And I mean, I couldn't tell you the last time anybody has said any negative remarks to me about this business, because I know some of y'all have been kind of going through that, having like some backlash on Facebook and stuff like that. But when I started, like, me and Susan would literally sit at our homes on Friday night, like at her house, eating and just charting like crazy because we just wanted to figure out everything we could about this business. We didn't have like uplines that we could really go to teach us all this. So when I say like utilize us, like we've figured it out now, like we've been in it long enough. So like utilize us. If you need anything, you can come to me about anything you need help on, and I will help you. And then, you know, if I don't understand, if I don't know the answer, I can always go to Susan because she's amazing like that. But now that I have my questions, let's see here. Let's see. Holly asked, I would like to know how quickly she progressed right after she started and how she did it. So what did you do when you first started that you think that that got you to where you are?
Okay, this is like questions for me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. I thought you were like asking Holly for a second. I was like,
no, that's the question she asked in our chat.
Okay. Well, I kind of talked about it a little bit, but when I got started, you guys, like, I didn't have a plan B. Like, this is my only chance to stay at home. So I didn't even have it in the back of my mind that I could quit. And I think that helped a lot. And I didn't compare myself with anybody else. You know, I knew that I had an upline, and I knew she was like Ambassador Diamond, like my upline. But I didn't like look into that. I didn't follow VIPs on Facebook. Actually, there weren't a lot of people on Facebook back then, like being announced as VIP. So I had my laser focus. I knew I needed 4 loyals in my first 30 days. So I focused on that. My personal results, I made sure that if someone came to me and was like, that route doesn't work, I'd be like, yeah, it does. Like, I would just shut them down. If you notice, like, I speak with a lot of confidence, and that is the key to this business, you guys. The key to going ambassador is just to believe in it, and no one's going to tell you no. I mean, they'll tell you no, but no one's going to try to change your mind, because you know what? It's kind of like, okay, I love Mexican food, I love queso. I can drink it out of a cup. Like, I love it. If someone walked up to me and said, queso sucks, like, it doesn't even taste good, it's unhealthy for you, I'd be like, I don't care. I love queso and I will eat it for the rest of my life. I love queso. I'm all for queso. Like, that's just my attitude. And that's kind of how the attitude you have to have in this business, especially in the beginning. So in the beginning, you kind of have to fake it a little bit because you haven't been in long enough. Maybe you're not in love with it yet, but being in love with this business is key, and being passionate about it. You know, using your auto ship to try all the different products. I mean, it's not just wraps. If you took my purse right now and like emptied it, I would have Confianza, Fat Fighters, ThermaFit. I'd probably have my 2 bottles of Cleanse that I drank today because I'm on my Cleanse right now. Like, I use these products nonstop. If you went to my bathroom, it's got skincare all over it. So using the products is huge. Having confidence, wrapping people, like actually putting the wrap on someone. You know, a lot of people get in this business and think, oh, I just have to post 7 times a day to Facebook and I'm going to be a millionaire. And that's just not the case. Like, you have to be able to wrap people and see for yourself what the wrap does. Because flipping that party pad and seeing that picture isn't going to do it for you. You have to, you know, I put the wrap on people and seeing tears in their eyes. They're so excited. I mean, Katie and I did wrap parties in the beginning, and we'll still do wrap parties. If someone comes up to me and they're ready to plan a wrap party, I'm the first one to do it. I love it because I love sharing this. So you pretty much got to have confidence, use the products, wrap people, be consistent on Facebook with your posts. And one thing I'll mention about that is your Facebook. If I went to your Facebook right now, it should look like a diary. It should look like I'm seeing what Holly is doing all day long. Like, I should see that you went to Starbucks, and then I saw that you stopped by the car wash. Maybe then you're, you know, I don't know if you have kids. I know Madeline does, but you hang out with your kids at the park, you studied, whatever. And as you're doing these things, you are going to incorporate It Works with it. So put a Blitz card next to your Starbucks coffee cup. You're getting your car washed and you're like sitting in the car with your Fat Fighters being like having a snack break during my car wash, like whatever it is. That's still, people are still able to follow you throughout your day, and you're interesting, but you're also showing it works. So you should look like a diary. You should stay personal. Do not look like an advertisement, which I know a lot of you girls do a great job at. And that's what's going to draw people into your business in the beginning.
Yeah, I just had somebody message me on my Instagram the other day that just said, like, I love following you just because you look like you're just always, like, happy and, like, having fun, like, doing whatever you're doing. Whether it's me laying on the couch watching TV, or I'm out at the pool, or I'm on a vacation or something like that. I think that's what kind of goes with what Susan said, posting about your day. People want to know you. And if they are going to sign up as a distributor, it's because they trust you and they want to be part of your team because they got to know you from your social media. So I think that's a really important point to remember. Let's see. Let me go back to my questions here. Autumn asked a question. Forgot what it was, though. Okay. Autumn wants to know how you really hook people that are apprehensive, because she says she talks to people about the business and they're interested, but they're also like, I just don't know if this is for me, or how do you hook them into the business?
So you always, when people are, they're not sure if this is for them, you have to put yourself in their shoes. So when you're talking to them, although you need to have confidence in this company, you also need to shoot back at them. Hey girl, I was nervous too. I've been there. I was so nervous to pay that $99. I knew that risk was going to be like scary. If they're unsure about, you know, being in a small town or not knowing a lot of people, I shoot back at them and I say, well, that's fine because I can teach you how to do social media. My upline actually has a page with scripts and pictures you can use. Don't worry about it. I'll hold your hand through it the whole way. So anything that they shoot at you, you got to shoot back with confidence and say, don't worry about it. We're going to get through it. I felt the same way. I put myself in their shoes, so I understand. And a lot of times like that helps me is I save responses. So I keep all my notes and those scripts I was telling you about. I keep them on my phone. So I had a girl just tonight say, I'm so nervous. And And so I send them, like, I copy and paste, and I don't even have to think throughout my day when I'm talking to people. I never have to think because everything's already in my scripts. And all of my conversations usually go the same way. So it saves me time.
Yeah, and that's the all very similar to the stuff that I posted in our group that I sent you guys a few weeks ago. That's all there. Some scripts that you can use, stuff for potential distributors and customers and that kind of thing. So you've got that you can utilize as well. Let's see. Madeline wanted to know, what are some successful strategies for you that you use to find distributors, and what strategies have you found are just like things that you should just definitely not do, like form an Instagram with your friend?
I mean, a lot of this business is attraction marketing. So a lot of times people do come to me because of my posts. But if I'm going to approach people, I compliment them and I tell them like why they would be good at this. And I let them know, like, listen, I've been watching you. I watch your profile, watch what you do on social media, and I think you'd be awesome at it. I've been doing this for a while, and I see that you have greatness in you. And so that's what I tell people if I were to cold message someone. And, you know, it's not really like you're trying to get distributors. You just want to help change lives. And so if you go into it like that, when you're out and about talking about this business, if you just try to change their life and like it comes from a good place, they're going to connect with you. If they see that you're just trying to make a sale or just trying to promote, they'll read straight, like they can see that. So be careful with how you're posting or how you're talking to people. Make sure they know that you're genuine. There aren't any like secrets to getting distributors, but consistency is so important, and adding new people and talking to new people and not relying just on your warm market. They will come around eventually, but you can't rely on them. So you have to always talk to new people and add new people. And I'm going to like run really fast to pee because I've been drinking, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
So like talk about something.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm muting everybody now that we're kind of getting settled. So.
All right, so I do have a question.
Okay.
Like you know that I do hair.
Mm-hmm.
How should I do a separate Instagram from It Works? Like, would that be the smart thing to do?
Yeah, I probably would. Just so that like people aren't confused. I mean, you can post about like your job and stuff, like of you at your job and like what you do, but I wouldn't promote them both on the same page because that could be like confusing to people that are following you.
Because I think that I'm starting to get more likes on the hair and less likes on stuff when I post for It Works.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I'd probably try and separate them so that like people aren't confused. But let's see.
Wait. What?
She braids people's hair.
Mm-hmm.
That's her job.
Right.
And she was asking if she should have like, if she should promote for her hair business different, like on a different social media than her It Works.
For It Works.
I mean, Terry used to sell hair and do like the spa thing, and she kept them together because it brought more people in.
But she's saying
she was able to change it up.
Liking her hair post and not her It Works post.
That's okay, because they're still going to see your other stuff. So they're going to stay with you because they want to see the hair stuff, and then you're going to eventually get a customer.
That's true.
So I don't think it's like an awful idea to keep them together. The only time I would say don't do it is if you like worked for another like corporate company and they have rules against it.
Why aren't you double dipping? Like, I'll do your hair and wrap you?
Yeah, that's Terry.
You want to look on point? Okay.
Yeah, that she ended up phasing out the other because, you know, but it shows that you're a real person.
Okay.
You're doing, that's you. That's your diary. Why change your diary? You know?
Okay.
Like, that's almost like me saying, well, you know, I really like to talk about makeup and fall clothes on my Facebook, but they only like that stuff. So let me keep that separate. Like people want to, I mean, I know it's your job, it's different, but like people want to see you. And so if that's part of you, I think that's a good thing.
Okay. All right.
Anybody else got a Grove Amendment question?
I'm just I'm having trouble, like, well, I get really eager distributors and then they get scared, like, and I really want to know, like, how to encourage them so that they don't just, like, fade out before they even get started.
I like to put my new distributors in a chat because I feel like,
in the chat.
okay, so, but they're adding their new people.
Yeah.
Okay, so, you know, here's the truth. Some people just are not going to stick with it. And you can't blame yourself. You just have to know that y'all are in the chat, y'all are encouraging, you're inviting them to the Zooms, if they choose not to see how amazing this company is, like, that's just on them, and you're going to have people quit. Like, I have people quit all the time. But the good news is the company still is going to reward you with that $100 when they get their 2 loyals in 30 days. And most people can at least get that. So if anything, even if they quit, you at least made $100. I know that sounds like awful, but it's just the truth. Like, that's why, Joel Dunn, he sometimes says, like, everybody until they prove otherwise is $100 to me. And that, like, not in like a awful way, like they're only worth $100. But until they prove to me that they want this business and they want to promote, like, they're going to be a 400 leg on my chart. They're not going to be an executive or a Ruby. They're not showing me they want to go after it. So until they do, like, I'm going to encourage them to get those 4 loyals and we'll see where it goes. And so you kind of just have to have the mentality to know that people are going to quit. So when it happens, you're not like devastated. And then just know you can't motivate people, but you can inspire them. So you can share with them like your journey and share with them Katie's journey and my journey. And, and the right people are going to stick with it. And the ones that don't need to be here will get rooted out eventually. Right, Katie?
Yeah, and it was funny because after we were texting the other day about, that one distributor in particular, I was just like reflecting back on like me and Susan when we started 4 years ago. Like, I could probably count on one hand how many people are still like with me from my diamond chart. Like,
no,
people come in and stay out all the time. And I don't remember who it was. It might have been Mark, or Pam that was talking this weekend about how, people are going to be coming out in and out all the time, that you need to constantly be bringing in new people all the time to replace those people that are just like not going to give it their all, but you're going to find those like runners that you're just going to run with that are going to be with you in the long run. So
I just don't get
a Holly.
What?
Gotta get yourself a Holly.
Yeah.
Well, I don't get it, like, because if I'm going to spend $100 on something, I mean, I wasn't in a position to just blow $100. So I'm like,
I know. And people do it all the time.
I don't get it. I'm like, at least make it worth your while if you're going to spend money on it. I mean,
right.
I don't know. And also, I was wondering, so to get the $100 bonus, they just have to get 2 loyal. They don't have to have a certain PVV.
Well, they need to either have their, ADV auto ship set up in those 30 days and it has to run, or they reach 150.
Okay.
So sometimes those 2 loyals gets them to 150, but sometimes it doesn't. So
Right.
you want to make sure that they run it. And it's especially important after you go diamond to make sure that they either hit 150 or get their auto ship, because then you'll get that extra leadership bonus on top of it. So it's just really important for them to get a good head start. And something that I do for my team is, and you can incorporate this in any way that you deem fit or whatever, but give them a sense of urgency in that first 24 hours to get their 4 loyals. I don't say, oh, you've got 30 days, ready to go. Like, I say, okay, let's get your 4 loyals in one day. You think you can do it? And then if they don't do that, I ask them to see if they can do it in 1 week. And, I'll give them something from the dollar store, like whatever you want to give them, like as a little gift. But it really helps because usually they don't get the 4 in 24 hours, but they at least get like 1 or 2 customers. And then you make the bonus, and then they're really excited because they've only been in it one day and they've already got 2 customers, and then it just kind of snowball effects.
Right.
And ever since I've been doing that, it's really helped me with my charting. It shows me who really wants this, who's at least willing to try. Because some people will sign up and I give them a challenge and they don't even try. And I'm like, what? Like, you didn't even try for this. So you're definitely going in my 400 box on my chart.
Yeah, like I just signed up. I signed up someone and then I haven't even heard from her. I'm like, and I don't even think she set up her account. So I'm like,
yeah. I like that they have the commission hold thing now for the tax thing because it shows me who hasn't even logged in yet.
Yeah. I'm like, but why would you spend money if you're not even going to do it?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I just don't.
It just happens. You gotta like, Holly, the best thing to do is just let it roll off your back. Like, just roll off because you're going to be in this and it's going to happen over and over and over.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to like double dose on that Confianza.
Yes.
Seriously? Oh my gosh.
Y'all are a mess.
Stop it.
I'm just gonna mute Madeline for a little while.
She blows my phone up all day. Like, we get so much anxiety. We clean our minivans like crazy trying to distract ourselves.
I know. The other day, she's like, I'm just deep cleaning my minivan so that I don't look at my phone. And I'm like, I just did that 2 days ago. I even carpet cleaned it.
Mom problems. I wouldn't know.
Oh gosh, it's seriously a struggle.
Okay. Okay. So, Susan, what would you tell somebody if they say that they think they might be too busy for the business?
I always say I love busy people because it means you're actually out there talking to people, and that's exactly what I want. And I want people that can choose when they want to work. And this business is just like that. You can choose when you want to work. You can choose when you want to put your phone away. You could either make this hobby money or make it full-time money. It's up to you. That would be my response.
Okay. So how what do you do on your daily basis though? Now that you're ambassador, but kind of walk me through what you do every single day.
Every day I talk to at least I try to talk to at least like 50 people that are new a day, and then I follow up with at least like 30 people, 25 to 30 people a day. During my like busy season. I mean, during BOGO especially. So follow-ups, talking to people. I post like 6 to 7 times a day at least. What are some other things? I try to post at least 1 before and after a day. If not, like I talk about the products. But before and after, like I try to at least do 1 a day. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much, I do a lot of work from home now. So like I'm on my computer a lot. And when I do go out, I try to pass out blitz cards and blitz people in person.
Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think of other questions to ask you that they might be interested in. Anything else that y'all can think of? I've like wrote my stuff down, but now I don't know what I did with it.
I can't sell wraps. Nobody wants to buy wraps from me.
Where are your personal results?
Posted.
Yeah, she does post them.
Okay, like, are you showing
Yeah.
them in person?
And they're good.
And no one's like reaching out to you?
No one. Everybody, I think it's mainly because like a lot of people that I follow are like really into like embracing whatever your body is. And so I've gone more for like the promoting the greens and like just overall health. And so I'm seeing more feedback in that area, more people reaching out.
Add more people. I
am adding people. Yeah. I'm adding like younger people and people that have just had kids.
Yeah.
And I'm posting my results, but like I cannot sell wraps. Like
I sell more wraps in person. Like I don't have people a lot come to me about the wraps on social media. I sell them in person.
Okay.
Because people like
I hosted a rap party. Yeah. My one person who signed up to be a loyal customer was like, nobody showed up because all these moms end up having sick kids and whatever, and we end up what?
Did you reschedule with those people?
Yeah, we're gonna do like a coffee.
Okay,
like,
cool.
Something a little more low key because but the one person that signed up to be a loyal accidentally signed up in her old account. So
Oh, really?
good for her.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, that's still one loyal customer. I know you didn't get them, but you know, a party that gets a loyal customer is an awesome party. So if you I know she made a mistake, but that's still a great party. So I always look at it that way. Like, some of my best distributors have come from very, very small parties. So you just have to, this stuff happens. You just,
Yeah.
like I said, you have to
I just don't because I'm doing like the before and afters, and I even did like my thighs and everything, and just not much. But
Yeah.
I did give my neighbor a wrap for free in exchange for dog sitting, so I'm hoping to get some awesome results from her.
Good.
Ugh.
Yeah, follow up, and like I said, I sell a lot of wraps more in person because I like them to see my results like in their face, like I can show them. And I sell wraps on my purse all the time, like at Chick-fil-A and stuff. So I just like talking to people in person.
Wait, so you just go to Chick-fil-A and like offer people wraps?
I don't offer them. I just like strike up conversations.
Always gonna be offering.
I go to Chick-fil-A all the time.
That's the thing. It's like, you think it's awkward because you think I'm just walking up like selling wraps. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just like meeting people. So I just, like get to know the mom, and our kids are playing, and then she's like, they usually say, what do you do, or do you live around here? And I always bring up It Works, and then I pull out my Blitz card. I'm like, have you tried one before? And then I pull out my results, and they're like, oh my gosh, how much is this? And I'm like, oh, well, I have one right here.
Genius.
And they're like, how much is it? And then I tell them, and I sell it.
I just added all the preschool moms on Facebook today, so
Good.
coming for you.
You're a mess.
Oh my gosh. Well, I need to do that. I need to go to Chick-fil-A like tomorrow.
Yeah, and blitzing to me is just making lots of friends. I don't think of it as like a sales job. Like, I just talk to people.
That's
Right.
my problem. I feel like somebody will think I'm crazy.
See, and then you're doing it wrong. Go watch my blitzing video. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
I have like really weird hair in it.
Okay.
It's like really curly in it.
Okay.
That's the one.
How many people do you think that you would say that you add to like your social media a day or whatnot?
I have a bad problem because my friend list is like maxed out. So lately it's like hard. Like, for me to add 15 to 20 new people a day, I have to delete people. And that is hard because I have to like figure out who to delete. So it's like a process. So I try to add like 15 to 20 new people a day, but I do a lot of my business posts, my business page, I do advertising that way.
As a new distributor, how many would you tell a new distributor?
Throughout the day, 25 to 50. Like, don't sit there and go da-da-da-da-da. But I would look, like, what I do is, you know those ads you see on Facebook for like makeup, like L'Oreal, or you see like breastfeeding wraps or something, and they have an advertisement. I go to those, and people that comment, I look at their profile picture, I scout them out. And if they have a lot of friends and they comment a lot and they get lots of likes, I add them. I don't go to suggested friends because those are usually friends of my friends, and they're all distributors. So it's like a waste of my time.
Yeah.
So I scout people out. I go to like, you can think of like a really rich neighborhood and go to their boutiques, add some of them. Like, yeah, they don't need a lot of money, but these housewives are bored. And they have the $99 to sign up, you know? And then you never know their situation. Maybe they need to get out of that marriage and they've been like needing money to escape. Like, you never know. So I don't prejudge anybody. Like, I try to add rich people and people that, you know, aren't looking so hot and rich, you know?
Yeah, and I like having Susan on here because we talk a lot about Instagram, and she's like the Facebook queen. So like
I hate Instagram.
Yeah, she loves Facebook.
just
She's
don't-
built her whole business.
I'll post to there, and I talked to people. I had like 3 people saying they were interested today. We talked about the greens and stuff. I'm not a big Instagram person.
Yeah.
I think
I have no idea how to work Instagram.
yeah, there's tons of videos if you want to watch them, like detailed training on Instagram. And we use like an app called Instagrass, and that's helped us too.
Okay, about Instagrass. Okay, so I added that, and I don't know if there's a way you can like filter out who you're adding or what you're liking. But my husband's like, "Hey, your Instagram's been hacked," and I'm like, "No, I added Instagrass. Like, it's fine." And then he sent me a picture of a porno site that I had like off of Instagram. And he's
I
like,
was getting those too.
he's
but-
like, "No, it's
yeah.
not all right, Holly. Like, delete this off your phone." Oh my God, everyone thinks I'm free.
Turn off the following part. When I have Instagram on for the following part, I have like certain boutiques that I follow that have like thousands of people, and I have it set so that it will only follow people that follow those boutiques.
Yeah, you can like edit things.
Yeah. I think
That's
and
what I
I
need
think
to
I
learn
saw
how
it.
to do.
Yeah, I saw up there where you can put in the actual word. Like if you see a picture of a penis, you can put in hashtag. I
They're
guess.
called black tags. Like,
Oh, okay, that's what they're
yeah,
called. Okay.
put them in so
Michael
that
Yeah.
runs it, so I'm not as familiar. I remember the girls talking about that, and you can actually do that on Facebook business ads. You can actually exclude people that are with It Works from looking at them.
yeah, like I have
Oh,
all these It Works like black tags on Instagram because I don't want my Instagram following It Works distributors.
Mhm.
So it automatically, if it sees that hashtag, it will not follow those people.
Okay, gotcha.
And honestly, I don't even use those hashtags because the purpose of hashtags is if people search a certain hashtag to just kind of look and scroll through it, like they might find your post, like if it has a random hashtag. But if you hashtag like It Works, then if someone looks up the hashtag It Works, it's gonna have like 1,000 different pictures of 1,000 different distributors. And I don't know why my roommates are blowing up my phone right now. But yeah. So I don't even use hashtags that use It Works in them.
Hey, y'all smile. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh my goodness.
You gotta document everything, y'all. You gotta document your life. Okay, I'm trying to think. I lost my train of thought.
Spur of the moment.
I'm on
So
my-
do we actually have to follow at least 300 people a day?
No, that's like I liked what Jocelyn said in one of her videos. It might have been on our Zoom or one of the videos I've watched recently, but it said you're following the people you're following now are gonna be the people that you're gonna sign up next month. So you've got to think about that. If you're not spending time following people throughout these days, then next month you're not going to be really adding anyone to your team because these people are going to be following you and seeing your posts and stuff like that. And if you're not adding them now, then they're not going to be seeing you. And so they're not going to be joining your team next month or trying to message you because they've been seeing your stuff because you didn't add them. So I really liked that tip to think about.
Oh, I had a really proud. I had a girl message me asking to join without me saying anything the other day, and I was really excited about it.
That is always really exciting. I get excited about those too.
I was like,
Well,
oh God, I didn't have to harass you. This is great.
I actually had a guy, I posted my before and after today, and I was really nervous about it. But legitimately, I had a guy I haven't talked to in forever ask me about a wrap. And now he's going to show up at my work tomorrow, my day job, and buy a wrap from me and try it out.
That's awesome.
So, like, I thought it was super cool that a guy actually reached out to me.
Yeah. Y'all, my business blew up on Facebook once I posted a before and after picture of myself because when I first signed up, I was really like all about the money and I wasn't really caring about the products at the time because I was like, I don't really need to lose weight or anything. I need money. And then I actually tried the defining gel and I posted this before and after picture, and like literally I had to have Susan sign on to my account and help me message people back because people were like, I need that.
People
So,
only
yeah,
like
that's
my before and afters whenever I show how massively pregnant I was.
I liked those.
And they don't even really like the after. They're like, whatever, you're skinny. Your dad's skinny too.
That's why you have to add new people that don't know you already.
I know. But then they like see my
Madeline
sister.
has
they're
a
like,
following
"Dang it."
problem. She has a following problem.
So should anybody
I
who
follow
buys
people
a wrap for me, anybody who buys a wrap from me, should I ask them to do before and after pictures that I can then post later?
You can ask them if they're comfortable, but of course, if they're not, then you don't want to force them. But I mean, like, and you can always say like, hey, your face doesn't have to be in it, and I would never have to disclose who you are if it would make you more comfortable. But just say like you're building a portfolio of like your customers and something like that. But I would definitely ask them. It wouldn't hurt.
My sister, I gave her the hair, skin, and nails that I had from a previous purchase before I signed up, and I had her post her before and afters and tag me in them. And so then her friends saw the product, saw where she got it from, and then they added me.
Yeah.
So I feel
really good idea.
like
if they're
people
comfortable
do
with it
before
being
and
on
afters,
Facebook, they could post it for you too and tag you in it.
yeah.
Okay.
And I felt like I got more responses with that than I did with my own before and afters.
Yeah.
Although I think I sent you that screenshot of the conversation of a girl who didn't like my before and afters, screenshotted my before and afters and sent them via text message to one of my friends, who then sent it to me and said, even though they're not liking your stuff, they're still talking about it.
Yeah. Exactly. That's a huge point because y'all, I have a distributor that's a diamond underneath me that followed me for like over a year on my Facebook page before even messaging me once or liking any of my stuff. So even if people are not liking your stuff, you have to keep being consistent because people are watching you, even if they're not liking it. They're just being stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I feel bad for like the common folk of Facebook that they're scrolling through and it's like It Works, Beachbody, like everyone's promoting their business and it's like which one is, like that's kind of how I felt whenever like prior to signing. I was kind of just over the constant advertisement. So I like the concept of like you said, Susan, like doing a diary.
Yeah,
I don't want to get on every day and watch your workout video.
I have people that will come to me that are my friends that have never purchased, and they're like, we still follow you because you're still interesting.
Yeah.
Like, you're not an advertisement, and that's what you want.
Yeah, just like Susan said it in one of our things the other day, but you should never, if you Google It Works, like, and look at the images, you should never use any of those images because it looks spammy and people get annoyed and they don't want that on their news feed. They want to know you and they want to know about your life. They don't want to see spam all the time.
Right. Yeah, I understand that too because I know a lot of people. It's really funny. I used to work at the Liberty Community Center, and Bria and Bertnez used to bring her kids in all the time, and I used to watch them. But anyway, she tried to get me to join like 2 years ago, and I was like, no, this isn't even a real company. Like, this wouldn't even work. So it's really funny that I thought.
Brian's my guest on the Zoom tomorrow, so you should like hide yourself. No, I'm just kidding.
Probably mad at me. I didn't say that.
She's not. She's like one of my buds. She's
No,
fun.
I wasn't rude or anything. I just didn't say anything back, and I feel bad. Like, she really wanted me to join, and I was like, no,
I wanted you to join more, so.
Yeah, I know. It was just a timing thing. And I feel bad. Like, she's probably like, no, you should have joined my team. I doubt she cares now because she's making
She probably
fun.
doesn't even remember.
Honestly, me and Susan have both been through this like so many times. Like, we'll talk to people over and over again, and then like I'm never gonna forget one time. Like, I was studying my butt off for an exam. I took time out of my day to like message this girl for like hours about signing up, and then like 3 days later, she texted me and was like, hey, and asked me this question about once you sign up, like blah blah. I was like, oh, did you sign up? She's like, yeah, under my sister. I was like, all right.
Oh
I mean,
my
you're gonna go through that, and you just kind of, it's annoying, but you just gotta on to the next. Don't let that hate take it away from trying to find the next person.
I would be so mad though.
Yeah, you get mad for quite a bit, but the next day you wake up and you're running for the next one.
Right. That is so bad though. Does she understand how that that is not right? Why didn't she ask her sister?
Because her sister's not a presidential diamond.
Oh my God. Oh, that's not right.
Yeah, it happens, and I'm sure it will happen to y'all too. But
I can't wait.
Conversation.
I think I just get discouraged. I get discouraged.
No, Tisa, you need a Tisa on your team because as soon as I was discouraged, Tisa's like, "No, you've got this."
I know, right? That's what I said. I can give the encouragement, but when it comes to myself, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, I think that it really is a matter of adding new people. I've learned that. Like when I first started, I was like, I'm not gonna add a bunch of random people. But the more I go on, like today, I got a girl that committed to signing up that I didn't even know at all. Like I just randomly added her, and she's like, "Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I'm gonna do it tomorrow." And I'm like, "Wow, it really works!" Like I didn't even know. And now she's signing up.
Yeah, and I mean, you've only been in it like what, a month or so?
Weeks.
Yeah. And Tisa, how long have you been in it?
It's been 2 months. It'll almost be 3 months.
Okay. Well,
I think. Oh no, I signed up in August, I think.
Yeah.
It was the end of August because it was the same time that I did.
Yeah.
That's right. It's plenty of time though. Like you have to just get in. You've got to find your thing. Like, Susan's thing is Facebook. My thing used to be Facebook, and I'm in the process of finding my new thing. Like I'm trying different things. You just have to find what fits you. If yours is, talking to customers at work or in person or out and about, or is it Facebook or is it Instagram or is it doing parties, or you just have to find your thing. And sometimes it can take a bit. Don't get discouraged. Just if you don't think something's working for you, you can come to me and I can help you try and figure it out. Or, we can try and find something different for you to try. Everybody has their own different thing.
Right.
It's true. And I think that different people appeal to certain people. Like me and Madeline are moms. So, we kind of have that young mom crowd where we're like, hey, we're young moms and we want to stay home with our kids.
Mm-hmm.
And certain people appeal to the college crowd, like, hey, do you want a part-time job while you're in college, or do you just need to make more money? I just think that you need to look for.
I actually use Katie's story all the time for my college students because I'm like, I didn't go to school. I have my Mrs. degree.
Well, I mean, I'm in school, but I use Katie's example all the time. I'm like, hey, she doesn't even have to work, and she graduated, and all this stuff, and this is how much she makes a month. And they're like, really? Like, I'm in school right now. I'm like, heck yeah.
I eat ramen every night.
Oh my gosh, I haven't had ramen in years. The last time
That's so funny.
But no, I just think you have to know what to say to each person. I think that's a big part of it. You have to appeal to what they're saying, sorry, my dogs are going insane. Go lay down. Go. Anyway, I just think you have to appeal to certain people.
Tisa, I like whenever you post things about how you are an empowered woman, you have your hair business and now you're doing this. Mm-hmm. That I mean, obviously we're doing this at the same time, but that speaks to me on the empower other women level, and makes me want to try harder and be better for myself, and then also empower the girls on my team. Mm-hmm. So I feel those posts for you, I don't know what kind of likes you get on those, but that's definitely something that hits home for me. So it has to hit home for other people.
Right. And that's what I do get a lot of likes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know people are following you.
Right. I know they see, and then if I post something like maybe a distributor post, and on Instagram, I definitely will get likes, but on Facebook, nobody likes it.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it really, you just gotta find your thing. Like I used to get so many likes on my business page on Facebook, and now like I'm having to regroup and try and figure out what my thing is because it's not working for me anymore.
Okay.
So you just got to find your thing, and then once you find it, you can just keep doing it over and over and over again.
Okay.
But yeah, don't get discouraged because
I feel like I can promote the business better on Instagram. I feel like it's a younger crowd on Instagram. And then I feel like I could promote the supplements better on Facebook.
Why do you want a younger crowd?
That's just who's on there more. Like, I don't see.
I'm saying, like, why do you want a younger crowd, though? Like,
I don't. I don't want the drama. I'd rather have dogs. But I don't find
dogs on Instagram.
I just don't get like as many likes about like the supplements and the product on Instagram as I do on Facebook.
I just feel like I don't ever look at the likes because people that want to lose weight, they're not going to like your stuff most of the time.
Yeah.
So usually
I'm just saying like the more hits I get, like what messages and stuff like more responses. I get more responses about the business on Instagram, and then I get more responses about the products on Facebook.
Yeah.
And again, that's her thing. So like the people that are following her are way different than the people that are following you. So like your thing could be totally different than that because everybody's followers are not going to be the same. So that's something you have to remember. But yeah. Does anybody else have any questions for Susan while we have her?
I think I feel pretty good about it.
I do too.
Was this
other than like signing up distributors and having them like lash out at you randomly, like I had the other day? It's not really a question, but it does suck.
Are you talking about that one distributor?
Yeah, she like freaked out on me and I don't even know why.
Okay, Susan, have you ever had a distributor freak out at you? I don't know where she went. Susan.
She's with her husband now. Can't you see the picture of them together?
Yeah, they look really happy.
Sorry, my nanny walked in. I'm trying to give her instructions. Hang on one second.
Oh, that's fine.
Teasa's like, I'm not gonna show myself because
I'm telling you, I look crazy.
If I had a wrap on my head, you guys would be like, what? You look great.
I want you to wear one, Madeline.
I styled it a little bit. I put it to the side, so
it's so cute. Every time you post about your hair, I'm like, why? Why do I have this?
Look like
what?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm proud of you guys though, because you're all are doing so good.
You will too. Sometimes I think sometimes people get off to a slow start.
Mm-hmm.
No, I followed I was watching one of Jocelyn's videos. She's like one of my favorites. But she's like top 60, and she said in one of her videos it took her 9 months to go Ruby.
Wow.
So don't get discouraged. And I've heard longer than that from some of the top money earners in the company. And the difference between them and like the other people is they quit. These people, like, even though like it was hard and they were watching all these people do amazing around them, they kept going for it, and it paid off in the long run because now they're top money earners.
Okay.
So I always try to remember that when
that makes me feel better.
I mean, y'all, I've been watching all these girls around me go ambassador, and I've been presidential for like 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that really used to get me down. And then I realized like my journey is way different than theirs.
Right.
And like, who cares how long it takes me to get there? If like 5 years from now, I'm part of the Millionaires Club, like I'm gonna look back in this and be like, why did I worry so much about how long it's gonna take me? The thing is, I got there.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah, I try. Those are the things I try and tell myself because I've definitely gone through those times too.
When you sold a wrap the other day and got to pay for gas, I haven't even got to do that.
Yeah, and that was just so random.
Really?
It was just so random.
Hey, how fast did you start out personally? Like, how long did it take you to get to Ruby?
Me? I'm not Ruby.
No, Katie.
Oh.
I don't even know. And I don't think that I ever went Ruby. I think I just went straight to. I joined in January, and I went Diamond in March, Double in April, and then in May I went Triple, and then a year later I went Presidential.
Wow.
And that's like really fast though, y'all. Don't compare yourself to mine because like mine was like really fast. Like that's not normal. So I don't want y'all to get discouraged because I promoted quickly. Like just look like the story I just told you. Like took her 9 months to go Ruby. Everyone's is different, but now she's top money earner. She took her 9 months to go Ruby. I promoted Diamond in 3 months, but she's top 60 in the company. So like, it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there.
Okay.
So Holly asked, Susan, Holly was talking about how she had a distributor lash out at her. And I asked if you've ever had a distributor lash out at you.
Bye.
I didn't say anything to her either. I was just like, hey girl, like, because she left the group and I was like, hey girl, why'd you leave the group? Like, is something wrong? And she's like, I just don't know enough about the company. You know, I don't care what you say. If you're successful with it, I don't have time for it, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, like, I would be like, fine. Have a nice day.
I was just like, okay.
Customer service with any concerns or complaints. Have a nice day. That's what I would say.
I was just like, okay, like, I don't know why you spent money on this and then blamed me, but okay.
But it was just like I was saying before, like, you can't focus on it. It'll make you, like, in the worst mood ever. And I'm talking to myself because
We've both done it.
Yep.
So don't think that we haven't been through it. We've been through it hundreds of times probably by now.
Okay.
The first time's the worst time.
Yes.
I was so random though. I was like, why are you so angry all of a sudden?
You need some comprehensive right now.
No, I was like, okay, well, if you don't want to distribute, can I sell it yourself, please? You need something.
Yeah.
So do you focus more on getting, I mean, I know it's important to get distributors and loyal customers, but do you focus more on getting a distributor to sign up and join the team?
I don't focus on one or the other.
Okay.
It may seem like I focus more on the opportunity. It's just because I just like talking about that. But no, I mean, you can't have distributors without them having customers. So you always want to go after both. You always want to do your stuff success. So that's 4 loyals and 3 distributors every month.
Okay.
Okay, I have a question. It's for Susan, because you have kids and I have kids. And I feel like do you just put your phone down during the day so that you can just be with your family? Is there do you set aside time?
Yeah, I have to, because if I'm going to be intentional with my time, like with this business, I'll spend an hour away from them, and then I want to spend time with my family, so I put my phone away. But I also kind of try to keep it near, because if there's a cute picture, I like to take pictures.
Yes.
But other than that,
I need to know that it's possible to be successful and to not have to be on my phone all of the time.
Yeah, you don't want that. You want
I was texting Katie this morning. I feel like people somehow they know. Oh, she's trying to get them out the door and get to preschool and breakfast and everything. Well, let's blow up her phone right now. Or during bath time. Really intentional moments with my kids. Seems to be peak moments.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you can use Buffer too as a posting schedule So that way you can get more time with your family.
Yeah, that's what I try to do. Like I try to use, because my little one still takes 2 naps a day, and then like bedtime, when things are like winding down, but that doesn't seem to be the hot spot for everybody else. So I mean, as my market grows, I think it'll get better, but
Yeah.
I just needed to know that it's like not gonna have to be like that all the time.
Yeah, you just gotta find your balance. Okay. Do y'all have any other questions before we end?
I don't. I definitely feel better. I'm glad we had this.
Good. That was helpful.
It really was. So yeah, but my main question was the first question that I had about separating my hair business from It Works business. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think what Susan said is actually a really good idea. I didn't even think of it that way. So, but I'm gonna stop the recording and then I'll post it in our group